Hello students and friends, I am Dr. Kisla Kumar Singh, Assistant Professor at Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar College, University of Delhi, Delhi. In this video, I am going to cover the topic title as Indian Society, Composition, Classification and Stratification. By the end of this lecture, you would be able to understand number 1, the key characteristics of the Indian society, how Indian society has been classified historically and in contemporary times. Third, the concept of social stratification and its key features. And the fourth, caste and class system in India. Before we move further, we need to understand that why we are studying about Indian society in social work profession. When we look at India as a society, we observe its remarkable diversity in terms of language, ethnicity, religion, food habits, cultural practices and many more. Therefore, a social worker in India has to keep in mind these factors while working in India. It is essential to be sensitive to the values and beliefs of individuals, groups and communities. Without such sensitivity, a social worker is likely to make mistakes that can damage the relationship between themselves as well as client groups. It has also been observed that many a time social workers with very honest and good intentions have intervened in the community aiming for its development, but it leads to disastrous consequences for the social worker as well as the community. That happens when social worker is unable to examine and analyze the cultural, social and value system of the community. In this context, studying the composition, classification and stratification of Indian society becomes highly relevant for social work professionals. Now let's first understand the composition and classification of Indian society, and then we will discuss the stratification of Indian society. What is society? Society refers to a group of people who live in a particular region or areas and share a common culture, religion, language or set of values. As per this definition, we see Indian society is very old, complex and pluralistic with a long and rich history. It is marked by a profound diversity that manifests across cultural, religious, linguistic, ethnic and regional lines. The history of the Indian subcontinent spans thousands of years, and its social structure has evolved through ancient traditions, colonial legacies and post-independence reforms. Therefore, the understanding of Indian society requires an in-depth exploration of its composition, the classification of its people and the stratification system that govern social hierarchies and interactions. Broadly, I have taken 4 parameters such as racial, linguistic, religion, geographical and demographic, on the basis of which I am going to discuss the composition of Indian society and classification of its people. Number 1, let's start with racial. According to Dr. D.N. Majumdar, if a group of people who, by their possession of a number of common physical traits, can be distinguished from others, even if the members of this biological group are widely scattered, they form a race. Sir Herbert Risley has classified Indian population into 7 categories. Number 1, Turco-Iranian. These people are mainly found in northwestern region of the Indian subcontinent, which is now part of Pakistan. Second, Indo-Aryan. This type of race is mainly concentrated in Punjab, Rajasthan and Kashmir. Third one, Scytho-Dravidian. This race is the combination of Scythians and Dravidians. They are found in Saurashtra, Coorg and in Madhya Pradesh. Fourth one, the Arya-Dravidian. It is the mixture of 2 races, Indo-Aryan and Dravidian. They are mainly concentrated in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. Fifth one, Mongolo-Dravidian. This race is the mixture of Dravidian and Mongolian races. They mainly live in West Bengal and Odisha. Sixth one, Mongolite. The tribal people of Assam and northeast frontiers are included under this race. And the last one, Dravidian. People of this race are mainly concentrated in South India. Now coming to the second parameters, that is linguistic. As per Census 2011, there are more than 99 non-scheduled languages, 22 scheduled languages and 121 other languages. All the Indian languages have been classified into different linguistic families. The number one is the Indo-Aryan, the second is Dravidian, third one is the Austric, the fourth one is the Sino-Tibetan. Now let's discuss all these four families in details. Now number one, the Indo-Aryan. A number of languages and dialects are coming under the Indo-Aryan speech family. Hindi, Punjabi, Assamese, Bengali, Oriya, Gujarati, Marathi and Kashmiri languages are included under this group. Majority of Indians use Hindi as their language. It is also recognized as the national language of our constitution. Assam people use Assamese language, Bengali is used by the people of West Bengal, Oriya is the mother tongue of Odisha, Gujarati is spoken by the people of Gujarat and Marathi by the people of Maharashtra and Kashmiri is spoken by the people of Kashmir. Now coming to the second one, Dravidian language. It includes four languages, that is Tamil, Telugu, Kannada and Malayalam. Telugu is the language of Andhra Pradesh, Tamil is used by the people of Tamil Nadu, Kannada and Malayalam are used by Karnataka and Kerala respectively. Third one, Austric languages. Most of the languages and dialects used by the different tribal groups of central India like Santhal, Mundo, Oron, Ho, Birhor, Kharia, etc. come under this group. And the last one, Sino-Tibetan languages. The languages and dialects which are used by the northeastern tribal people like Akha, Dafla, Padam, Naga, etc. coming under Sino-Tibetan language group. Each of these languages has its own unique grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation and dialects. Moreover, the use of different languages is not limited to a specific region or ethnic groups, but is spread across the entire community. Now next, move to the religions. Almost all the religious groups of the world are found in India. Indian culture has the potential to accommodate different religions. Some religions have originated here like Hinduism, Buddhism and Jainism, while others have traveled from other parts of the world. If you look at the screen, I have shared the percentage of the population from each religion. Majority of Indians are Hindus, which constitute 79.80%, followed by Muslim, which constitutes 14.23%, Christians, which constitutes 2.30%, Sikh, which constitutes 1.72%, Buddhist, which constitutes 0.7%. Jain and others, which you can see on the screen, it's around 0.66% and 0.22%. Now coming to the geographical and demographic parameters. In India, the vast geographical region have various diversities like high mountains and low plains, areas of freezing chill and frost in northern side and tropical heat in the south, places of high rainfall to the dry lands. These territorial and climate diversities significantly influence the cultural pattern of the communities residing in different regions. Despite such differences, a unique sense of unity has developed among the people, contributing to the continuity and resilience of Indian culture over centuries. In addition to geographical factors, certain demographic aspects highlight the socio-cultural landscape of India. Number 1. Urban and rural divide. According to the Census 2011, 31.16% of India's population lives in urban areas, while a significant 68.84% still resides in rural regions. This indicates a notable rural-urban divide and underscores the reality that India still lives in its villages. Number 2. Literacy rate. The national literacy rate stands at 74.04%, a commendable improvement over previous decades. However, regional disparities and differences in literacy levels between communities and genders continues to be a matter of concern. Next, we have sex ratio. The overall sex ratio in India is 940 female per 1000 males, showing a slight improvement over earlier figures. Among the states, Kerala has the highest sex ratio at 1084, while Haryana 830 and Delhi 868 have the lowest. These numbers reflect the continuing challenges of gender discrimination, especially against the girl child. Next, we have youthful population. India is one of the youngest countries in the world, with 50% of its population below the age of 25 and 65% under the age of 35. This demographic dividend offers a vast potential for economic growth and innovation, provided it is harnessed through effective education, skill development, and employment opportunities. This demographic dividend offers vast potential for economic growth and innovation, provided it is harnessed through effective education, skill development, and employment opportunities. Then we have tribes as a last point. India is home to numerous tribal communities that have their own distinct cultured practices and belief systems. As per the 2011 census, there are approx 705 scheduled tribes in India, constituting 6% of the population. Bhil, Gond, Santhal, Mizo, Naga, Khasi, Todas, and Jarwa are some of the prominent tribal groups. These tribes are often marginalized and face challenges such as poverty, limited access to education, healthcare, and other aspects of their lives. Now, let's talk about the stratification of Indian society. The term stratification comes from the word strata, which is borrowed from geology. Strata refers to the different layer found in the inner part of the earth. In the same way, societies are divided into different layers according to the wealth, status, and power possessed by the members. In this context, Hall numbers try to define social stratification as the presence of the social groups which are ranked one above the other, usually in terms of the amount of power, prestige, and wealth their members possess. The stratified society have a degree of permanency, as members do not move from one stratum to other very easily. Members of these groups share a common way of life, face the same kind of problems, have awareness about their position, and therefore develop a common identity. The wealth and status are the basis of stratification in India, and the caste system and class system respectively emerged out of it. The wealth and status are the basis of stratification in Indian society, and the caste system and class system respectively emerged out of it. Now, let's first talk about the caste system. The Indian caste system is a unique social institution. It traces its origins to the Varna system mentioned in the Rig Vedas and other holy texts of Hindus. Varna system classified society into four orders, namely the Brahmana, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Sudras, who have emerged from the mouth, arms, thighs, and the feet of the creator respectively. However, in this context, M.N. Srinivasan points out that Varna model has produced the distorted image of caste and prevented the proper understanding of the caste system as it exists in society. The Hindu society is divided into well-defined and recognizable castes, each of which has its own place in the social order. Membership to these castes is based on birth rather than on merit. Since membership is based on birth, it cannot be changed. A person who is born to a particular caste cannot change his membership to another. According to G.S. Gure, caste system has following features. Number 1, hierarchy. Second, endogamy. Third, association with a hereditary occupation. Fourth, restrictions on food and social intercourse. Fifth, distinctions in customs, dress and speech. And the last one is civil and religious disabilities and privileges enjoyed by different sections of the society. So, if we talk about hierarchy, the various castes are arranged in hierarchy one above another from top to the bottom of the social order. The principle for placing the various castes is the degree of ritual purity and impurity associated with the particular castes. However, the hierarchy in reality is not very clearly defined. Only the rituals status of the Brahmin and the untouchables are relatively defined. Now, when we talk about the endogamy that meant marrying members only of the same caste is another feature of the caste system. Disobeying this led to several punishments. Over the period of time, there are cases of intercaste marriages in urban regions, but it is rare in rural population. And talking about the last one is specific castes are associated with specific occupations. So, the member of the particular caste had to do the hereditary occupations. In present times, the relationship between caste and other aspects such as occupation, dress, and food habits has significantly weakened. Social reforms, the spread of democratic values, rapid urbanization, and government legislations and policies have all contributed to major changes in the caste system. It has been observed that caste based discrimination has diminished in many areas. However, it has not disappeared entirely. Instead, the form and nature of marginalization have evolved, making caste system more subtle and complex in contemporary times. Now let's talk about the class system. The Indian society is also stratified based on factors such as wealth, education, occupation, and social status. Talking about the key features of class system, class membership is determined by one's achievements. Normatively, mobility is encouraged and appreciated. Opportunities for mobility are more. Individual mobility is possible and encouraged. And the last is class system has no religious and ritual basis, and its legitimizing is based on the principle of merit and its openness to accept everyone based on merit. Now let's discuss the social classes in Indian society. Broadly, it is divided into three sections. Number one is upper class. This class comprises wealthy and highly educated people who have significant social, economic, and political power. The upper class includes business tycoons, politicians, bureaucrats, and other affluent section of the society. Then we have middle class. This class comprises people who have moderate wealth, education, and social status. This middle class includes professionals such as doctors, engineers, teachers, lawyers, and others. And the last is lower class. This class comprises people who have low income, education, and social status. This class includes daily wage workers, farmers, laborers, and other marginalized section of the society. So, in order to conclude this session, I would like to say that India's society's class structure has evolved over time and has been influenced by various factors such as caste, religion, globalization, and urbanization. The Government of India has implemented several programs and policies to bridge the gap between different classes and promote social and economic equality. Thank you.